Hey guys, welcome back to Puro Astrology, where we talk all about astrology. I'm your host and astrologer, Denise, and you read the title. You know what we're doing here. We're going to be looking at 3 signs that you are in an addictive relationship. In astrology, the planet that really rules addiction is going to be Neptune. So we're going to be focusing on Neptune and Neptunian relationships in this video. Sign number 1 that you're in an addictive relationship is that you tend to go to this person when you're having a really bad time because you know that this person will flip that upside down. You'll go from feeling like absolute garbage to feeling absolutely amazing just by talking or being with this person. And no, I don't mean that you have a bad time and you just sort of rely on this person, but you know that if you go with this person, you're gonna essentially just escape from the situation. Any bad situation that you have that can be escaped by going to this person, that is one sign that it's a sort of addictive relationship. And no, this doesn't always have to be something unhealthy. Having somebody to rely on during bad times, that's sort of what relationships are for. But if you use this person as sort of an escape from your shitty life or as an escape from your problems, that is one red flag that this might be an addictive sort of situation. Clues that this is going on is when you go with them, it sort of feels like a movie. It's kind of like you go into your separate world. It's kind of like a soundtrack could be playing in the background and you are totally in your own world and everything else sort of disappears and you are just focused on this person and they're entirely focused on you. It's sort of like your brain is just like, what problems, what deadlines, what job, what kid? You're instantly happy and your real world disappears and it's kind of like this person becomes your escape. That's the number 1 clue that you are in an addictive relationship. The second sign that you're in an addictive relationship is that you're not actually with this person, either physically, like you don't live together, or you are not in an official relationship with this person. Neptune rules everything that is sort of hazy, everything that is idealized, everything that isn't crystallized and factual. Facts are ruled by Saturn. So Neptune is the total opposite of that. So if you are in a long distance relationship that isn't very material, then this is another clue that this is a sort of addictive situation, but only if you already met the things that were in sign number 1. And if you actually are with this person and it's sort of a long distance relationship, most of your interactions have happened very briefly, or they've happened through texting, through phone calls, through pictures that you send each other. Everything is sort of heightened and very romantic. You don't really get to see sort of the day-to-day sort of shitty side that people tend to have. You only see their best. You only see their Neptune best. Neptune requires a certain level of distance in order to function. And this is kind of like why celebrities are ruled by Neptune, like Hollywood and all those people that seem so larger than life and like goddesses and gods and like unreal. It's really like they are just far away from us and we can't really see how ordinary they actually are when they're like right in front of us. That's kind of like what happens in a Neptune relationship. You are far away and really the illusion is able to be maintained. Another thing to compare this to is think about drugs. In order to maintain like a level of potency with a particular substance, you need to take it in small doses, because if you use it too much, then you sort of become numb to it. So that's kind of like how you use this person. You use them sparingly in order to really keep the high going in your addictive relationship. Because if you're using this every day, if you're cohabiting with this person, then it becomes a little bit less potent. And over time, if the main focus of this relationship was that it was addictive, then really like you'll lose the enchantment and you'll just be like, it wasn't really that great, and you'll break up. Remember that Neptune rules screens. So any photo, any little video that you exchange with this person, everything that goes on behind a screen is ruled by Neptune and has the potential for being addictive. So remember that every time you're sending your little messages to your little person, remember that. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been in a relationship with somebody who you knew that being with them was like being on drugs. I've experienced this. Let me know if you've experienced this. Let me know in the comments. Give me your Neptune confessions. I want to hear them. I'm an astrologer. I know that I'm not the only one. I get clients who go through this, and I just want to be like, child, I know what you're going through. I've lived that, and what can I tell you? The last and final sign that you're in an addictive relationship is that you've suffered for this person, or they've suffered for you, and you sort of willingly do this because of how high and amazing they can make you feel. You know that that person, as I said, just by being with you for a few moments, you feel totally amazing and on top of the world, but you have some pretty low lows with that person. But you're willing to live through those low lows because you know that the highs are coming again. So you sort of get into the situation where you're just waiting for the high to come back. And Neptune has this sort of element of sacrifice. So you sort of feel like, oh, I'm just sacrificing myself for this person. Like, no, we don't get to be together, but it's just a sacrifice that I'm making in the name of love. And it seems very self-sacrificial, but on a level, it could be very selfish because you're really just doing it because that person makes you feel so good about yourself. Because that's the thing with Neptune. Neptune has the ability to make you feel like your highest self. And that can be so addictive because this person really sees you. They don't see the shitty side of you. They don't see you as like the regular person that you actually are. They don't see that. They see the amazing person that you can become. They see your best possible qualities and magnify them for you. So why would you want to lose that? Why would you want to lose that glimpse that you have into your most amazing best self? So you don't want to let go of that person, and it doesn't matter if it feels like you're always sacrificing for this person, but really it could be a little bit selfish. And this can go back and forth. Like sometimes it's you sacrificing, sometimes it's them. That's how Neptune operates because Neptune is not a personal planet, it is generational. These relationships can actually work if they have more grounding elements in them. If you'd like a video on that, let me know in the comments. A lot of these relationships, a huge part of them goes on in your mind and your imagination, because Neptune is also associated with the imagination. So it's kind of like all the things that you imagine about this person, you kind of count it as part of the relationship, but it's not really part of the relationship. It's just you and your imagination, you and Neptune, kind of like going off into La La Land. La La Land, I love that movie. Let me know in the comments if you love that movie too. Yeah, these relationships can be very satisfying. It's a once in a lifetime experience because you're kind of like, this person gets me high and I want to live this. I don't want to let this go. But these relationships can be saved. They can actually, materialize, and they can be very successful, but there are components in the natal chart and in the synastry and in the composite charts that you want to see in order for that to happen. If you'd like a video on that, let me know in the comments. As always, guys, I love you very much. Thank you for being here. Like this video if you like the damn video. And as always, stay curious and stay learning, and I'll see you in the next video.